So we know that life as we have known it changed about March 10th, I believe it was. March 10, 11, 12, thereabouts.
Wait, I like how you helped me. That was good.
Okay.
Than to sit there, I don't know what you're thinking.
Okay. So start again, you're going to cut this out, right? Okay. 3, 2.
This is the first rant, and we just think that sometimes it's important for you guys to know what we've observed, and we wouldn't want to really put them in the vlogs, like the
excursion vlogs.
Right, excursion vlogs. We want to put them in the excursion vlogs, so we want to like actually sit down and share what's going on. It's not going to be long-winded, but yeah.
So life as we have known it changed in Jamaica March 10, 11, 12, thereabouts, that week. For the past 7 months, the country has been different, for want of a better way of putting it. Everything went into shutdown mode, and we think that this experience has taught us a couple of lessons. Number one, that as a Jamaican society, we are more interconnected than we think we are. Because when you look at some of the industries that have been affected, and you didn't know that this one relied on that one and that one relied on the other one, and we're all connected, although we behaved as if we weren't. So that's one of the things that came across quite forcefully. And a number of things have been put in place for normalcy to sort of resume, but we have been out and about and things aren't as normal as they used to be.
No.
And so we're just going to talk a little bit about that today.
So we're back at Jake's Hotel, and
Like second home.
yes, and it's been a really good experience in terms of the observation of protocols when you enter the property. As you enter the property, I mean, as
I don't
at
even
the
think
front,
you take 3 steps.
you don't even take 3 steps. Good. The front there's a guy or a person waiting at the in a little
Booth?
booth, and they're there checking your temperature, and they're not sanitizing you. There's a little pipe across from him where you wash your hands with soap, and there's a dispenser to dry your hands. You know, when you get there, when you're inside to check in, somebody is there at the front desk spraying everything you use. If you use down anything like the pen, they sanitize the key in your presence, like they don't miss. And of course you're required to wear your mask upon entry,
And you have your social distancing markers
and
on
you
the
have
floor.
your social distancing markers on the floor. And also, you know, like when you go to hotels and housekeeping don't necessarily come every day. Housekeeping actually comes every single day. It's a must, like it's mandatory that they come and they clean the rooms, they fix up the room, and wipe out the place. It feels clean, like you don't feel unsafe here.
As long as you do what you're supposed to do.
As long as you do your part. And I think that's what we are facing in terms of challenges here. We are not, it's a challenge for us to just obey and do our part and comply with the rules that, you know, places have put in place for us to get along and get business going again, because we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know if there's gonna be a break from this, so we have to learn to like live, like we have to learn how to exist with it until it passes. So we are just required to do our part. So outside of that, it's really clean.
Jack Sprat is the same. pretty
And
much.
Jack Sprat is across the, just like you just walk through,
Like about 100 meters down.
right? And
They have the same setup where you
Same
have someone
setup.
in
as you
in the
reach the
booth,
gate, somebody's in the booth from
checking your
Jake's
temperature.
and checking your temperature.
I think last
Wash
night we
your
made
hand.
a joke that Jakes is making sure that if there's any case in Jack Sprat, Jakes is not to
Jake's
be
is not
blamed.
responsible because, listen, we are making sure that everybody from off Jake's property is clean when entering Jack Sprat. So trust me, people are there to make sure you observe protocols.
And there are hand sanitizers, automatic hand sanitizers
Automatic.
all over the property. Workers are wearing their masks. Social distancing is taking place because even when we went over to Jack Sprat, where you could look past the cashier
Yeah.
into the serving area, and the workers, they're talking to each other, but they're standing at their social distancing
Yeah.
and sanitized and clean, and everywhere just feels clean. Where else did we go? We went to Black River Safari as well. Again, automatic hand sanitizer dispenser on the wall. Required to wear your mask. The workers are wearing their masks. Even the captain, which you'll see in the vlog, is wearing his mask. Social distancing again taking place.
So the boat is not crowded.
Right.
So you know, not crowded, and there's space on the boats.
So if you feel like you don't want to be near anybody, you have
Yeah.
your space where you can be by yourself.
Yes.
Another thing that surprised me was when we were driving through middle quarters and down to the vendors selling the shrimp,
Wearing masks.
wearing their masks.
Yeah.
The restaurant that we stopped at in Holland Bamboo, they had their hand washing station on the outside. And they're wearing their mask. The lady selling her drinks on the side of the road right there, she's wearing her mask. And so they are taking the necessary precautions to comply so that they can keep their businesses going.
So it brings us now to the purpose of this rant. Like, based on observation, businesses are trying and still working on staying alive in this time, and it's good to see that some businesses come together to make it happen, because we realize how important we are for each other. You know, I think
There's collaboration
Yeah.
between restaurants.
yes, we've seen collaboration.
So they're sharing
So they're sharing the guests, so they make sure that at the end of the day, everybody home with something, you know. But really, we're just saying, like, you know, it's so important to know now that it's okay to come out, and it's okay to support these businesses,
And they need the support.
and they need the support. You know, they're doing everything that they can to make sure that protocols are observed, and we, as I say, just need to do our part. And this is based on, you know, life in Saint Elizabeth.
Persons were willing to be out and about doing their business because guess what? They need to
They
survive.
need to make money, yeah.
They need to survive. They have their responsibilities. Admittedly, there are some persons who, if they're honest, they can say that the shutdown has not really affected them because they have their cushions. Some people don't.
No.
Some people
Like the
need,
vendors,
like the
like at middle
vendors.
quarters, you know, like, it's when we actually went and we stopped, like, more than one vendors actually came to us. I know that's the case, but they're actually making you know how rough it is now. That, you know, listen, boy, it's rough, you know, it's rough. If you can even help me, you know, it's like desperate now.
Just give me a sale.
Yeah, just give me a seal, you know. So you
And it was desperate before.
it was yeah.
So even when things were normal, there was still a struggle. Can you imagine now? It rough.
Yeah. So it's important that we know and understand that we need each other to survive, and they rely on us, you know, to support them. But we're just here to tell you that life continues.
Precautions are being taken.
Yeah.
It's safe for you
safe.
to go out.
Yeah.
It is safe, and ironically, when we were planning this little getaway, because a long time we were planning it, and we were even worried that, because we set the date some months in advance, we were even worried that maybe Jake's going to be open, but they were, and we are so happy to be here. But saying that to say this, we made arrangements with several places to, since we're going to be in the area, to sort of pass through, see what it's like, that sort of a thing. And we didn't hear back from one, and another one got scared. And so we are aware that
which would not require us being in each other's spaces. It would work.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess they got scared, so
Yeah.
it never worked out.
But for the businesses that are taking the risk,
Mm-hmm.
they are observing the protocols, they are taking the necessary precautions, and where we can support, we just need to support them. We really need to. They need the support. That's all we're saying. And so if you can jump in your car from wherever part of the island you are and take a drive out, take a drive out.
You pass through, you see a vendor on the road, help them out.
Yes.
Like if you see a fruits man trying to sell fruits,
Yes.
help them out. Everybody needs something.
Yes.
Everybody needs
Like
something.
even the
this
donut
time.
guy that we saw.
Even the donut guy.
She
I
doesn't
don't
eat this
donuts,
particular
you know.
brand of donut, and she bought the donuts.
I buy
just
the
to give them
donut because
support.
these are trying times.
Yeah.
And we don't want it to be a situation where at the end of the day, yeah,
Person's trying to make an honest living.
honest living, and you don't want at the end of the day they're so desperate they might kill a man for something, or they might thief from somebody for just to eat. You feel me? So if you see where you can help somebody,
It's not just about the vendors, but it's also about these small businesses and these small establishments
support
who
them.
are open. And being open means that they are trying to provide some sort of income for their staff. Even if, the money get cut or whatever, something is better than nothing, because I'm sure these members of staff are really appreciative of the fact that they still have a job.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that many have lost their jobs since March. So be that as it may, as small as the money might be, they still have a job and they're grateful for that. And so if we can support, we need to support. Take a drive, man. Come on. You don't have anywhere going really, and you know that. All you're doing is sitting at home, watching Netflix and getting fat. Fill up the tank, take a drive. Some of that money that you'll be spending on fast food, take a drive and come and get some good food in the country, especially St. Elizabeth. We're going to talk about the shrimp.
The shrimp. Oh, wow. And the shrimp is
we're
really
done
good.
I don't know. I'm done buying shrimp in the supermarket. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, the shrimp was really good from
Shrimp
the quarters. It's fresh and it's nice. Like, I don't know, but it's nice. It's nice. Like, I don't know if it's because of how business slow or whatever, but it's nice. It was really nice. It was fresh. Not fresh as in taste, fresh as in crisp. The texture of it was very fresh.
It's not
It not stale.
It never put on a preserve and nothing. Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. So you'll be hearing more rants from us.
Definitely.
Probably not together most of the times alone. But this is what we want to do, to shed some kind of
light on things that are not necessarily excursion related.
Right. But
or
things that you need to know.
related.
Things you need to know that's going on here that a lot of people don't talk about.
Or observations about life in general.
Yeah, general. Yeah.
Because a lot of things going on in life that a lot of us take for granted. Yeah.
Anyway. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, see you I mean, we can see. I have to start. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're doing another video. See the arms. So